Hey everybody, good morning. It's great to see you today from North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina, right smack dab in the heart of the state. Recently voted #1 zoo in the United States by Newsweek magazine. Hopefully you voted for us. That'd be awesome if you did. Thank you so much. We appreciate your vote. My name is Steve. I'm an educator here at the North Carolina Zoo. Behind the camera is
Megan.
always awesome to have Megan with us doing some great job behind the cameras. We try to bring you a lot of cool stuff on the Zoo EDventures programs. And today, we thought we'd take you to a handful of habitats and show you enrichment. Enrichment, those things that the zoo provides their animals to increase natural behaviors. Where are we right now? At the polar bear habitat. Why are we here? There's a lot of really cool things that happen inside the habitat for the polar bears here at the North Carolina Zoo. Let's show them around. Anana, I just saw her come out of the water, so I'm like, oh, I gotta hurry up and finish my introduction, and didn't finish fast enough. So Anana went off to the right. As you are looking at the habitat, as a guest would do, on the left-hand side of the habitat here are doors. The back space, the kind of chain link area, is a way for the animal. Oh, there she is. Popped right back out. So this will be kind of fun. I can show you. So she can go in there, right where she went in, that little door. She can go in a back area, more of a kind of a private space for her. So enrichment, habitat design to provide that to her. And if I was a betting man, and I'm not because I lost a quarter a long time ago on a bet, I think she might come out on the right-hand side. That's kind of a hallway back there. But enrichment, anything the animals can do that encourages, anything that we provide the animals that encourages the animal to do a natural type of behavior. We'll go through some of those in this habitat with you if Anana comes out. Nana is is she 20? 22-year-old female polar bear living here at the North Carolina Zoo. We'll see if she'll come back out again. She made a little quick appearance. But in the habitat, so what do you do? What do you provide to a polar bear for their enrichment? Well, first, water. So what do you provide for a polar bear in North Carolina? Chilled. Well, here she comes. Nope. Let's turn back around. She's like, oh, nope, I don't want to be on camera. Chilled water. The water is chilled to 55 to 60 degrees. We have to chill it, obviously, in the summertime. In the wintertime, even here in North Carolina, the water does stay a little bit chilly for them. So we don't have to cool it as much. All of the ground areas, the land areas, for her to dig in, to roll around in, just to increase some of those natural behaviors they might do in the wild. Platforms, a lot of space to walk, a lot of platforms to hang out on. The tall rock here is a space for her to literally just rest, kind of get up there and hang out and just be on that top rock. It's a big space for the polar bear. The water is very deep, but she can actually dive into the habitat from where she is. See, she's going to poke her head out for a sec. I do want to show one more thing on this side, Megan. Oh, there she is. Here she comes. Good job of waiting, Megan. I don't know how you did that, but you did a great job. Comes out. This is Anana, a 20-year-old female polar bear at the North Carolina Zoo. She's like, hi, I made my appearance. Well, thank you very much for coming out for a moment, Anana. Can you show them the bed? And just another place for her to chill and relax on. Created for Anana, just to kind of be on. One habitat is cool, but one habitat is not enough. Hang tight. We're going to show you another space for the polar bears. Megan, where did you take us?
To the ice cave.
Yep, we are now in the ice cave for the polar bear. Real quick side note, this was painted by the team at the North Carolina Zoo. Designed, created, painted, all this design done by the zoo. Wow. Facilities and graphics, design, did all that. But all this with the polar bear in mind. You have another place for the animal to roll around in, get dirty, get muddy. They can hide stuff in that mulch. They'll sleep in that mulch and just kind of chill out in there. The rocks, things, again, just stuff to hang out on. The water, the floor here is heated, actually, believe it or not, and cooled. Little toys, manipulatives, the stick you see there, the polar bear can move it, play with it, chew on it. They might put food in it and on it. We come over this way in the ice cave. We got the grasses, again, for the animal to kind of hang out on and in, which is really cool. They can walk through, they can chew on the grass, walk on the grass, hide stuff in the grass. More water. That water's also chilled. Moving water, water to kind of just hang out in, walk around in, swim around in. So this is a whole nother space. You saw the polar bear a moment ago. This is a whole nother habitat for them to explore, or for her to explore if she'd like to. And then one last little fun thing is a cave. She can climb on top of it if she wants. She can go inside of it if she wants. Day like today, it's a beautiful day in North Carolina today, but during the rain or weird temperatures, they can get in there and be that much more comfortable hanging out in that cave. So yeah, just more enrichment opportunities, 2 habitats for the polar bear at the North Carolina Zoo. So how does this look? Enrichment. Let's watch the cougars here at the zoo. Oops, somebody's trying to find things, searching. The keepers have put scents out there. There might be small pieces of food out there that the animals have to find. So again, enrichment, encouraging that natural behavior. And with the cougar, it's finding food, it's searching, it's using that sense of smell, using the vision too. What's here? What's new that I can find as a cougar to encourage that natural behavior? So the keepers will come out, they'll place things throughout the habitat. Of course, the cougars are off habitat. And then, important to note, the keepers will watch to see what the cougars are doing. And when the keepers watch what they're doing, they're making an evaluation. Are they interacting with enrichment? Put some in, take some off. Are they doing what the keepers anticipate the behavior to be for the animals? So in this case, it looked like they had put some scents out or maybe some small pieces of food to encourage that natural hunting behavior, finding food out and about. That's probably a successful enrichment adventure. You can see one of the cougars right next to what looks like a blind, and that's exactly what that is. That blind is there for the cougars to get in with, get behind, for the cougars to interact with in some way. Give them that opportunity to hide like they might in the wild. Looks like they both found their bones and enjoying that lovely morning snack. So here we're in the chimpanzee habitat. Well, no, we're not in the habitat. We have been. We're at the chimpanzee habitat at the North Carolina Zoo. And this has a lot of environmental enrichment. At cougar, the keepers added materials. They added the bone. They added the food that the cougars had to go find. In this habitat, the animals have it the entire time. It's built into the space. The big tree here, look at that tree. That tree is fake. It's fake. It was built by the team at the zoo, right? And it looks just like a tree. Can you see the hammocks? How good are your eyes, digital friends? Can you find those hammocks? Because they're nest building animals. Yep, chimpanzees build nests. The hammocks are there to give them kind of fake nests they can get into. They can build their own too. The keepers give them all kinds of food, all kinds of opportunities to build their own. A lot of the trees in here, they'll give them leaves. But you might as well give them the fake stuff too, if you can. The rocks, I don't know if Megan can show you the rocks or not that are over there, are also there for the animals to climb on. And the baby chimps love it. They're a little cooler. They can climb on them. And again, exhibiting that natural behavior of being a chimpanzee at the North Carolina Zoo. Amazing habitat for the animals to enjoy day in and day out. So now we've moved into the Desert Dome, the desert habitat at the North Carolina Zoo. Again, talking about enrichment. And this entire dome is enriching to the wildlife that make their home here at the zoo in the desert space. We have free flight birds, so the dome is big enough for the birds to fly around and do their bird thing. As a matter of fact, they'll nest. You can see those white-winged doves right there. You see that one with a branch in its beak? Preparing a nest. He can do that on his own. Obviously, that's a natural behavior. Obviously, that is enrichment. So the horticulture team makes sure that the birds have what they need in the desert. The animal team then lets the animals use that enrichment as they might typically. Another dove just came into your picture. Did you get that, Megan?
Yeah.
That kind of slipped right in. It's like, hey, don't forget me. All right, we didn't forget you. So when you come to the desert, make sure you're not just looking at the reptiles and amphibians. Yeah, they're cool, but look up. See if you can find some of the free flight birds taking advantage of the entire dome. And while you're looking, you'll see some other really cool stuff. See the cactus. And then one other thing that we've done at the zoo a lot is provide, and it's enrichment to a degree. We'll make sure we kind of separate a little bit husbandry and care, but we do provide them basking spots. And this is one habitat that hosts some of our lizards and iguanas. They can bask like they would in the wild under lamps. Yep, those pots that you see are actually lamps. Oh, did you see the Tavetta back there?
Yep, and so that's fun because technically having the birds in here with the reptiles is also enrichment for the reptiles because they're having somebody else in their habitat.
That's a great point. So that multi-species stuff is really important. One of the questions we get a lot is about your animals. You know, that animal was alone. The brown bear was alone. Yeah, because our keepers understand the natural history of the animals. So to provide enrichment in a different way, we understand how they live in the wild. You don't want to have brown bears together, so that's enriching. And here, just like Megan told you, in a multi-species habitat, living like they might in their natural habitat. The Desert Dome can provide that here as well. Megan, you're taping a rock.
Yes, it's a beautiful boulder. I like that boulder.
You do like boulders. But that's not why we're here. We're here about enrichment. So let's show them some enrichment.
Technically, I'm pretty sure that's considered enrichment.
I guess it would, especially if the birds take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But check this out, y'all. So we went from light to dark. Another form of enrichment for the animals and for you. So you're going to come back here into the nocturnal house. Well, how is that enrichment, Steve? You tell me, digital friends, how is this enrichment? What are we providing the animals? Remember, it's all about providing something for the animals to do to increase a natural behavior. So what does this nocturnal hall do? Well, it provides a true day-night cycle for the animals. The benefit is that when you come during the daytime, the nocturnal house is dark for the animals to do their natural behaviors, like vampire bats flitting around. So just another form of enrichment, flipping the day-night cycle. Doesn't really matter to the animal when the daytime and nighttime is, but as a nocturnal animal, if you're active at night and the zoo can provide that to you while still giving you, our in-person guests, a cool experience, why not do that? Oh, Megan, that's a great shot. We need to do vampire bats, but this isn't what this episode's all about. There's some enrichment, though. Vampire bats can walk. Kind of cool. And yes, they do drink blood. That is real blood. So that's another form of enrichment at the husbandry level. How do you get bats their food? Well, you put it right in front of them. Come down, check it out, and enjoy a nice little sip of blood.
Come so you can see them. Come so you can see them.
Taping this August 14th, 2 years ago this week, all of this began. This is Asia, digital friends. That big building on the right, a huge restaurant, cafe, 300 people can go in there. Going to be a conference center as well, dividable, so you can have groups if you need to, maybe even down the road, big rental spaces. Look at all the beautiful work done on the walls. What you're looking at there is the Komodo dragon and the Chinese alligator habitats. Back to the back, walkway to tiger, warty pig, and vultures. Little gift shop in that little corner too. I mean, 2 years ago this week, we broke ground on Asia. And this is what it looks like now. And check out the wonderful entrance. Look at this. A grand entrance for a grand new continent at the North Carolina Zoo. The other side of that, if you can imagine, has a big Asia kind of written on the side. Let's go up here just a little bit more and give you one more shot of this amazing construction project wrapping up in August. I don't know if this is August, wrapping up in 2026. Excuse me. The building where the classroom is, a lot of the herps will be in there. Just an exciting, exciting time at the North Carolina Zoo. That is Asia. Connecting kids to nature through play, the North Carolina Zoo. This episode is about enrichment. Why not kid enrichment? Why not adult enrichment? Megan, come on, let's show them some stuff. We're in Kid Zone. And enrichment, again, encouraging natural behaviors. Play is a wonderfully natural behavior that the kids can get involved with here in Kid Zone. It's all about nature play and natural play in here. We have amazing folks that work down here with Haley over here, and you've got Madison doing some cool work. What's today's theme?
It is Armadillo Week.
Armadillo Week? We might have to check that out later. Oh, it was Armadillo Day, and you just expanded to the week. Why not? Awesome. We'll come catch you all coloring in a minute. Madison, you should color. But it's really cool. They've been trying to get me to color all day long. Probably should, huh? But here in Kid Zone, again, connecting kids and nature through play. And play is kind of I heard this word today, this phrase, even just today. It's the foundation for conservation. I love that. So get people outside, get them connected. I love that idea about play being a foundation. But in Kid Zone, you have water play. You can build stuff behind us over there. There's all kinds of things. We should do an entire episode on Kid Zone. But there's a pollinator gardens over here, butterfly gardens over there. And again, kids playing outdoors. One of the most important things you can do for conservation is get people outside. You can hear that wonderful sound of the waterfall. Can you all hear that? I'll go over so you can hear it. Here we go. moving water, play with water now, moving water. How does water move? What can we do to make water move? Where can it go? There are dig pits in Kids Zone. Animal encounters, really, really popular. We'll do animal encounters in Kids Zone with our animal ambassadors. Folks like Haley and Madison will actually present those programs. The animal team will present them as well. Again, enrichment. Why does it have to stop with the animals in the zoo? It doesn't have to. Let's do it for the adults too. There's the play space or a dig space. There's a maze back here. There's a treetop walkway as well. Again, just a lot of things for kids to get involved with at the zoo. Enrichment. It's not just for the animals here at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina. Kids Zone. People enrichment. How cool is that? Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode all about enrichment at the North Carolina Zoo. The last little bit of enrichment there was about human enrichment, kid enrichment, people enrichment in Kids Zone. We are at the Mud Cafe, and there's some cool stuff going on in here. Y'all are making some awesome things there, it looks like. What are you making?
A fleshed up cake.
You're making a cake? Awesome. And what are you making?
I'm making a banana split, fleshy, dushy soup with some tomatoes.
That's a lot. I don't know if I can remember all that, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you guys having a good time playing in the Mud Cafe?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for being here today. It's been great to talk with you. Thank you, thank you. And you can come too the next time. And you can play. And you can make a banana split, flishy thing with tomatoes. Or what was yours again?
A banana split.
Banana split cake. You could do the same thing here at the North Carolina Zoo. So from the zoo today, your Zoo Adventures team, Steve was in front of the camera today, Megan was behind the camera. We're always excited to have you with us. Every third Wednesday at 10 o'clock. We hope to see you again soon. Y'all stay safe. Bye.